Alrighty, so today we are playing Svella, the Ice Shaper. Um, he is a 3-cost 2/4. Uh, for 1 and a Gruul, and he is a legendary snow creature, Troll Warrior. So you can pay 3, tap him, create a colorless snow artifact token named Icy Manolith with tap, add 1 mana of any color. Then, for 6 generic and a Gruul, you can tap him and look at the top 4 cards of your library and cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost, and you put the rest back in a random order on the bottom. So this deck is about ramping to get to his final ability, and then big creatures. That's really it. So we have a bunch of 1-drops to make sure that that is a lot easier. So we have some Chrome Moxes, 0-drop. Imprint, when it enters, you can exile a non-artifact, non-land card from your hand and add 1 mana of any of the exiled card's colors. Very good card. Darkness of Eternity, which is just a dark ritual. Pay 1, add 3. Self-explanatory. Gamble. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, and then you discard a card at random. So you just pray that it doesn't get rid of your combo piece. Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer. When he enters, or when he deals combat damage, create a treasure, and then exile the top card of your opponent's library. And then until end of turn, you can cast that card. He's for the treasures. Get that some extra mana. Llanowar Elves, tap add 1. Utopia Sprawl, enchant a forest. When it enters, choose a color. When Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. No, you do not have to target your own. Liliana of the Veil. It's card advantage on a stick. So you can +1 her. Each player discards a card. That's fine in this deck. You can -2 target player sacks a creature. And then -6, we're probably never going to get to that. I have once with this deck. Separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacks all permanents in the pile of their choice. So you separate their lands into 1 pile and everything else into the other. Phyrexian Arena, at the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. Aggravated Assault. This is the card in this deck, basically. So you can pay 5, untap all creatures you control. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase. Activate only as a sorcery. So this card can go, quote-unquote, infinite with some cards. Boreal Outrider. Whenever you cast a creature, if snow... Okay, this card sounds confusing. If snow of any of that spell's colors was spent to cast it, that creature enters with an additional +1 counter. So really all it means is if it's cast with a snow-covered swamp, a snow-covered mountain, a snow-covered forest, or this Shimmerdrift Vale, or any of Svella's artifacts, I believe that is how that... Yep. Or if any of Svella's artifacts, it enters with 1 +1 counter on it. Yorn, God of Winter. We are not going to be playing the backside. So the backside is you can play a snow permanent from your graveyard, and if you do, it enters tapped. We're not playing it. When Yorn attacks, untap each snow permanent you control, including him and lands. So he is meant to get Svella more triggers. So he goes, quote-unquote, infinite with Aggravated Assault. So if you have at least 5 snow permanents and 2 of them tap for red, you can get infinite combat phases. Loot Exuberant Explorer. 3-cost, 1/4. You can play an additional land on each of your turns. Basically all that matters. But you can pay 6 and tap him. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You can reveal a creature with a mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from among them and put it onto the battlefield. And then put the rest on the bottom in any order. Doubling Season, crazy card. An effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control. It creates twice that many tokens instead. That's really the whole reason it's in here. It also has a second line. If an effect would put one or more counters on a permanent you control, it puts twice that many instead. So it creates double the tokens with Svella, double the counters with Boreal Outrider, makes it to where Liliana ults immediately. Am I missing anything? And our next card, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. It also combos with this. So it has impending 3. Well, impending 4, and then to do it, you have to pay 3. So you can cast it for its impending cost, which is the 2 green and a 1. It enters with 4 time counters on it, and it isn't a creature until the last one is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. So once it hits 0, it's a creature. When this permanent enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named Everywhere that is every basic land type. So it adds for 1 mana of any color. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. Vigilance Reach. It's star. Lumra's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. So it can be a big boy. When Lumra enters, mill 4, then return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Astral Titan. Primeval Titan. But Astral Titan. When this creature enters or attacks, you can search your library for 2 lands and put them onto battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then there is Season of Gathering. You can choose up to 5 paws worth of mows. You may choose the same mode more than once. So for 1, you can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It gains Vigilance and Trample until end of turn. For 2, you can choose Artifact or Enchantment and then destroy all permanents of the chosen type. For 3, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. That's the main one we want. We're going to do the second and the third one. Then I'm going to skip to these two. Hit the Mother Lode, discover 10. So you flip cards off the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 10 or less. And then you can cast it without paying its mana cost. Or you can put it into your hand. Then you put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Then, if the discover's card mana value was less than 10, which it always will be, create a number of tapped treasure tokens equal to the difference. So if you get a Chrome Mox off the top, you create 10 treasures. Then there is Rise of the Dark Realms. Put all creatures from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. So this is mainly if someone board wipes, get everything back, and you get all the and we don't have a bunch of stuff with enter triggers, but yeah, you get enter triggers. Then lands. So snow-covered swamp, 4 snow-covered swamp, 4 snow-covered mountains, 4 snow-covered forest, 2 Bloodfell caves, 2 blooming marshes, an Umgaround mortuary, Clive's Hideaway, because there is a decent amount of legendary creatures, 3 reliquary towers, 2 Shimmerdrift Vales, and an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. Okay. And then the card that I skipped earlier, Etali Primal Conqueror. We have 2 of these in the deck. So for 5, 2 red, you get a 7/7 with Trample. When Etali enters, each player exiles a card from the top of their library, exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, and you can cast any of the cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Then for 9 and Phyrexian mana, so Phyrexian mana, you could either pay 2 life or a green for it to transform Etali. Trample Indestructible, 11/11. When Etali deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. It's if you don't block it, you're dead. Like that's just what happens. And this is the deck for today. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Alrighty, so we are playing some Svella. Hopefully it goes well. Hooey. Okay, so we are missing some red mana in our hand. I don't think that's a problem though. Okay, yeah, we should be fine. So if we Blooming Marsh, should we wait to use I think we'll wait to use Chromax because I can't do any turn 1s even if I did get a Chrome Mox out. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Ooh, okay. So boom, boom. I think with this hand, we're not really gonna need a Ragavan. And we do need red, so I'm gonna get rid of Ragavan. And then I will impend Overlord of the Haunt Woods. Alrighty, we are cooking. So Lorwyn Eclipse is coming out next week. That is going to be fun. This is probably the set I'm most hyped for. I didn't play when original Lorwyn came out, but from what people have said about it, it's one of the uh, best sets that people have played on. Or played. Yep. So there's a lot of very cool cards that I think are going to be very interesting to play with. Like there's some there are some really good cards. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, I can't play it. I can discard it for MTG Arena. It's okay. Got to get that card advantage because they are not playing anything. Oh, the new Oko. That seems like it's going to be a pretty good card. I mean, 2 turns after you play him, all of your creatures get +3/+3 and trample. Like, oh my gosh. The Ajani is also pretty good. I haven't. Look at the top expressive iteration. I've heard of the card. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, put one of them on the bottom of your library, and exile one of them. You may play the exiled card this turn. Okay, you're on red. Oh, god. Okay. So Yorn enters with a counter. Liana. So after this, our Overlord's gonna be or our Overlord's gonna be online. You just playing instants and sorceries? You're playing 5 color. Just target land, create 3 tokens that are copy of it, except they're 3/3s in addition to their other types, and they have Vigilance and Menace. That's completely fine. That is not. What just happened? We're gonna hard cast Overlord of the Baelmer, or Overlord of the Hauntwoods. So next turn we get the ult on Liliana. Attack. Tap all the permanent or all the lands. I mean, this game's gonna be wrap if he can't do anything because I'm just gonna make him sack all his lands. Okay. So ult Liliana. Okay, so you're gonna be pile 2, you're gonna be pile 2, you're gonna be pile 2. I think that's the best because, well, never mind. Yep. Because if he does sacrifice his creature, he loses. So he has to keep the creature. Okay. All right, that's game. That should be game. Yep. Boom. All right, game 1. Oh, that was quick. All right. Okay, next game. Hope it goes better. Well, we won the last game. It can't get better. Hopefully we actually get a pop off with some Svella. I do think he would also be a pretty interesting commander to build around. But that's just me. Just get a bunch of ramp in there and then a bunch of big creatures. Oh my gosh. I don't have red mana. Ah, I can't keep that. I'm sorry. Now this hand is better. We can we have the bottom of doubling season. That sucks. Keep loot on top. Okay. So if we Blooming Marsh, tap you for green, you tap for an additional red. Gamble. And we're gonna go get a Yorn. And then I guess best case scenario. I don't really want to discard any of these cards. Okay, that's fine. What do we need? We have black. We have plenty of green. So I guess more red. I guess. So if we get an untapped land, we can activate Svella and get a Yorn down. Hmm. I don't know which is more important, ramp or Yorn. If we want Yorn this turn, the next turn we can Svella. We don't have enough snowlands to do that, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we exile Yorn with the Chromux, we have to top deck a land to activate Svella next turn. Or we can just wait till next turn to do it. Never mind. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what he's playing. So it looks like mono green. Yep. Beginning of your end step, put a +1 counter on this creature. When another non-token creature dies, it endures X. Or X the number of encounters on this creature. Oh, enters, not yeah. Ooh. Okay, so I think we have to now. Well, we don't have to, but I think we can do that. And then Atali. Oh my gosh! Okay, I wasn't expecting an actual Atali. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna get another Svella now. I mean, no. And Insidious Fungus. Pay 2, sack this creature, do something. Cool. Yeah, I think what we have to do is get rid of the Branching Evolution next turn. I want to, but that Branching Evolution is going to make that get out of hand. Okay, so we are going to, what is it? An enchantment? Enchantment. Kill the Branching Evolution. Then we are going to Icy Manolith. Then I think we dash in the Ragavan. And then we swing both. Okay, good. Like, not good. Atali's dead, but... And then we do you. Alrighty. It went well. It went well. We are really hoping he blocked with that because the Branching Evolution was making that thing get out of control. Alright, what do you do? At the beginning of your first main, a random creature, or a random creature with the greatest mana value among creatures in your hand costs 1 less to cast. Wait, so can I dash you for 1? I think so. Alright, what do you do? One or more counter, and if an opponent would put one or more counters on a permanent or player, they put half that many. Oh. That's not nice. So activate Svella. Oh. No, we can't destroy artifacts because that is indestructible. So I guess we get an Overlord. Yeah. And then we'll get a normal, we'll just normal cast Ragavan. Right? And then pass. So I kind of hope he swings Vorinclex into us and we block with the Overlord. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind, guys. Never mind. It's getting scary. So Vorinclex now is indestructible. And he has a doubling season. What is this? Svella. Alright, what do we get off the top? Ooh, this is a hard one. So do we take another Overlord or a Primeval Titan? Ooh, I think we take a Primeval Titan. I think it's just more value to get that. Alright, so we need red mana? We don't really need any mana, but I mean... And actually, never mind. Yeah, we're getting non-basics. Oh my gosh, I clicked on a different one. It's fine. Okay, so we drew the Rise of the Dark Realms. Okay, what creatures you got in here? So how much mana do we have after this? We have some. So we're gonna get back all these creatures, get some enters. Okay, I'm getting all of my Svellas out of the deck. This isn't good. Yeah, okay. Oof. That was a good game. Hold on. So we would have, all of them would have endured 2. So I could have created, is it X for that? It's that creature's power or this creature's? Oh, the number of counters on this creature. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Alright. So it would have endured 0. Cool. Roaming Throne would have been on, I mean, Dinosaur, I guess? I don't know what Roaming Throne would be on. Maybe, I think Roaming Throne would be on Giant. But we almost exiled all of our Svellas, which would have been bad. Yeah, but that was a quick game. All right, we'll play some more. Alrighty, next game. Last one went pretty well. Alrighty. Okay, so we have Svella. We have Chrome. Can we get a turn? No, we can get a turn 2. I think. Hold on. So I play Bloodfell Caves. Come on. So next turn, we have 4 mana. Okay. Get Svella. Swinging the elves. Aw. He killed my land worlds. He killed my land worlds and not my Svella. So, I don't know what... Maybe he doesn't think it's a big threat right now. So it looks for a demon. Oh, God. That's not good. So we have 5 mana. Do we wait a turn? No. So next turn we'll be able to activate his ability. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so I don't know if I should play a Tali or activate Svella. I think we do a Tali. Oh my gosh! All right, let's see what we get. Hopefully, some recursion, because this deck should have recursion in it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! So we sack a Tali. Yep, I lose a life. He gains. I get a Rise of the Dark Realms. I get a Zulaport. Nice! Oh my gosh. That was such a good game. Okay. Alrighty. So we have snow-covered forest into uh Utopia Sprawl on red. That's the way we get Svella, turn 2. He's not that hard to get on turn 2, honestly. And that'll be on red. Oh my gosh, I love this forest. Got a Surge Foil. Okay, then we will Reliquary? Svella? He's gonna... Okay. Keep the landscape. He may be playing Balin? I don't know if Balin's popular in Timeless. So activates Svella. He is so good. So next turn we'll have... So we'll have 6, so we can get a Lumra next turn. Okay, we'll get Natali. Under. Then we will Lumra. Oh. Okay, it does suck. I mean, he can just block. I shouldn't have swung there. It's fine. I should have just left up a blocker. I don't even know what you do. You do stuff when you sack something, right? Yeah. Whenever you sack another arrow, draw 2, put a +1 counter on that creature. On this creature. When you cast a spell, whenever this creature attacks, put a +1 counter on each color of this creature you control. Oh. So can I afford it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, cool. I might be able to get this the 4th legendary. Alright, what do we get? Ugh. I guess we can get the Boreal Outrider. Because it's a good card. I don't think I can... I don't think I swing Lumra. I think I keep Lumra so I can block the Vanguard if he swings it next turn. Is he just playing colors, Eldrazi? Like, obviously he's playing Eldrazi. But all of his stuff it has Devoid so far. So none of his stuff is colors. Looks like Appa has eyelashes. Oh, crap. That's not good. And it has Annihilator. Annihilator 2? Yeah. It only has Annihilator 2. It's not that bad. So I guess I can stack the Boreal Outrider and the Llanowars? I have 2 mana left. Okay. So... Wait a minute. Why do I think I have enough mana? Ugh, crap. Doesn't matter anyways. I mean, we can sling... Swing. I probably just keep Lumra to block the Breaker of Creation. I use Breaker of Creation in my Reanimate Eldrazi deck. On Arena. Oh, no. That's not good. Okay. Guys, it's fine. Yep. I think I can auto-pay this one, because I'd have 2 left. Yep. Legendary. Ugh. I'm gonna go get... I'm gonna get another Atali. Okay. Forest, gone. Impending on Overlord of the Hauntwoods. 2 plus encounters is put on it. It doesn't matter right now. But... So now I can swing Lumra. Hope he doesn't double block with something. I just now realized that Lumra had Vigilance. Because before, when I was playing this deck, I had Obosh as a companion, so I couldn't play Lumra. Because the companion condition is everything has to be odd mana value. I could have played the Overlords, but I didn't in that deck. I don't know why. I also couldn't play my Chrome Moxes. I also couldn't play some other things I couldn't play. Okay. So I think next turn, if they don't kill all of our stuff, we Atali, and then we activate Clive's Hideaway, and then get another Atali out. So that's 2 Atali triggers. 2 Atalis for 9 mana. It's insane. Okay. Cool. Come on, let's go. Get that Atali down. Come on. Ooh, Idol of the False Gods. Pay 2, create a 0/1. I can't use that whenever another out. No, okay, I just steal it from them. That's basically it. Okay. What do we get off the Atali? Atlanta Werewolves. Cool. When you cast a spell, tap up to 2 target permanents, put a stun counter on each of them. Okay. So when we cast it, he's gonna trigger either way, and he's not a very good attacker. Breaker Creation, save me from Annihilator, I guess. This will put a +1/+1 counter on all your other stuff. I don't really care about that, so I'm just gonna tap. Oh, tap 2 target permanents. Oh, permanents. What are you?
Alrighty. This
When
will
you cast a creature,
this will be the last
okay.
game. Okay,
Alright.
so we have Clive Hideaway. Okay, we have a pretty good hand now. Okay. So do that. And then next, okay, so we cannot get Svella down. Next, or we can get Yorn down though, and Yorn is pretty good. I think we wait a turn though, and we get the Bloodfell Caves so that we can get Svella. Okay, gonna have to do it either way. All right, so I have a Discord server. It is linked in my bio. If you want to join that. Excuse me. Huh? Okay. Okay, boom, Atali. I mean, whatever. I can do this. Exile a Yorn. Or, I mean, it's Svella. I'm gonna Svella. So if we top deck a land, I can activate Svella's ability and get a Yorn down. But if I don't, I think I just played Doubling Season. Never mind, I can't do that either unless I top deck land. So I have a Discord server. You can be the first to join. Also, I would really appreciate it if you liked, subscribe. Just it would really mean a lot. All right, so let's get this fellow. If you enjoy my content, especially, I think you should like and subscribe. And comment down below if you think I did a lot better on this video than the others. I started using a new recording software, so there's no more watermarks in my videos. Aww. Is it, wait, it's a basic island? Oh, okay. So we can doubling season? Wait, what just happened? Hold on, what was this thing? What was this? Enchanted Land is an island. Okay, whatever. Doubling season, so basically when we activate Svella, we get, so it costs 3 and then we get 2 more lands basically. Untapped. So it's a lot better for, but I only have 1 snow land. But I'm gonna get the Icy Manalists up, so this. Okay. So activate Svella. Then we can Yorn. Then we can land where else? So next turn we can definitely get the 8 cost ability. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's just 4 mana from our artifacts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana. I think if he swings with the precursor, I kind of have to.
I think I have to take it. Oh well, no, I can block with my two O2s that it gave me. That's a pretty bad drawback. I mean, I create blockers. I mean, hey, if you want that damage in, go for it. So if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I refund 5 of it. I don't care. Okay, and then I don't really care how the rest is paid. What's the greatest power? So we draw 3, or we get more lands. And more ramping wouldn't be bad, but I think we season a gathering. Oh, I should have done enchantments. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wait, no, because then I get rid of the doubling season. Okay. Okay. Can I play Atali? I think I can. So we Dark Ritual. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh wait, I can activate this again. Okay. Whew, we're fine. Oh my gosh, I thought I sold. Oh my gosh. You can get a Ragavan. 5 damage to the face. And that's permanent. So discard down to 7. We discarded Blooming Marsh. So then next turn we get a snow-covered forest. Ugh. I really want to draw the um crap. I have the physical card right here. Aggravated assault. I want to draw the aggravated assault. I think I just take the 5. Sure, you get 3 mana instantly, but that's fine. I don't really care. Yeah, so that's just a land. Yeah. Okay, Reliquary Tower. So we're gonna. So we're trying to save as much mana as we can. Okay, so now the rest does not matter. All right, there we go. Okay, I get a Liliana, and I exile a Solemn Simulacrum. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna look for a land. Um, I mean, we can get a forest. And then I think I do this. So, yep, okay. That's game. All right, so that was the deck. If you want me to see if I can upgrade it, want me to play it more, you're gonna see more gameplay of other decks, it just leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.